What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I know it's been a couple of days, and I kind of apologize for that. I've been busy getting stuff together because if you haven't noticed or if you can't hear, Petty Roosevelt is back. There's a separate video coming out on that for the car. You guys will be seeing that really soon. I just still want to give a major shout out to my dude, Full Bolt on Garage, for, totally rebuilding the car. I totally appreciate it. Today's video has to deal with another friend of mine who's up in the Chicago area named Esor World, and how Napleton Chrysler Dodge Jeep in that area, and we're going to talk specifically about that dealership, can't figure out how to issue a title and is illegally selling cars. Yeah, roll the intro. Alright guys, so welcome on back to TK's Garage, and in today's video, you guys know, I can't stand, as a dealer myself, I can't stand scumbag dealers. I can't fucking stand them. I can't. When you have a dealer like this Napleton Chrysler Jeep here in Chicago, in the Chicago area, that is selling cars that they don't even have the fucking title to, it causes problems. It makes other reputable dealers, somebody like myself or anybody else that sells cars, when a big box store or a big box dealership does this shit, it makes all of us look bad. The car dealers are probably next to attorneys where people are like, yeah, attorneys are scumbags, and car dealers are scumbags. And I get it. But, this situation was crazy. So Sean went and he traded in his Acura. He had just paid off his car. And he traded in his Acura, and he wanted to get a Jeep Grand Cherokee or something he could tow like an RV around and get into his van life / RV life type of stuff for his channel, right? It's been doing good for him. Well, he goes there. They settle on a price. I think first he looked at a Tesla or something, and then he kind of found out that the Tesla was kind of doing him dirty. And we're going to talk about scumbag fees and how much they're marking up like Chargers and shit cars. And then we'll talk about that too. But anyway, he goes in, he finally settles on a Jeep. He had a Tesla for a couple of days, kind of didn't like where the numbers were coming out at, and then just decided F it and saw this Jeep and got it, right? Now, in the state of Illinois, a dealer is legally not allowed to sell a car unless they have the paper title in fucking hand. I know it's different in every state. Like in Florida, they can do it because there's electronic titles. They don't have to have physical paperwork on hand. And it's the same way in North Carolina. But in Illinois, they have to have a paper title in hand. These son of a bitches had just got the car from fucking Mannheim and hadn't even asked where the title was yet. We're going to get to that too. So these guys sell Sean the car, right? Cool story. They sell Sean the car. What the hell? Is that a space shuttle? I'm trying to figure out my attention just got taken because there's troopers escorting whatever the hell that is. Anyways, so they sell him the car. They don't even have the title yet. One, they already broke the law. That's illegal. They should get fined by the Secretary of State. I hope dealer services and the Secretary of State comes down on them so goddamn hard, because if dealers don't get punished for doing this shit, they're going to keep doing it. Look what Carvana did. Carvana just kept doing it until the state finally slapped the shit out of them. So now we'll see where it's going to be, but the way it's looking at the moment is he still doesn't have a title. He contacted Mannheim, had Mannheim send the dealer the title. The dealer in Florida bought it for the dealer in New Jersey, and the dealer in New Jersey sent it to Chicago. Yeah, talk about shell game. So let me explain what really happened. happened here from the dealer. And I know the dealer doesn't want to talk about this, but the dealer, Napleton, is probably floating titles. Now, I know you're going to say, what does that mean, TK? What do you mean they're floating titles? They took in Sean's vehicle and they paid him an X amount. I'm not going to put his business out there. They immediately listed the vehicle for $46,000. Now, they sold Sean the Jeep for another amount, okay? And needless to say, his trade-in of the Acura more than covered the cost of the Jeep, okay? So it's paid in full. Title should be issued immediately, all right? Within 30 days, he should have a title in him, all right? Doesn't happen. So what they do is, did they switch the title on the Acura over to the dealership? Of course they did. With expedited service, within 48 hours, they had a friggin' title for that Acura. Shocking. So what they were trying to do was they took Sean's vehicle in trade. They paid him what he, X amount that he wanted. They figured we're going to list it for $46,000, and then we're going to make some money on it, and then we can pay off our floor plan for that Jeep that we just bought. That's what they're doing. Is that legal? No, because they didn't have the fucking title in hand. Do dealers do it? And dealer services or used car, motor vehicle, it's called different stuff in every state. But does the government really look at dealers a lot of the times to see if they're floating titles? No, but this dealer definitely is. I know this move all day. So, in my opinion, just from Sean's situation, I would not recommend you fuck with this dealership. If you're in Chicago, go buy your shit somewhere else. Look, if you want a Dodge, if you really want a Charger or a Scat Pack or a Jeep or something, let me know. I will plug you in with my dealership people in either Vegas, Carolina, Arizona, or Texas, and they can ship you a damn car. And it will be way cheaper than any of that shit you would buy at Napleton anyway. They're not going to do this other Mickey Mouse shit where they try to sell you floor mats for $650. Yeah, we're getting into that part of the story. So these son of a bitches try to tax you for every. Now look, dealer fees are part of the game. I get it, right? They have dock fees. Never pay that shit. If they want to sell the car, they'll eat that dock fee because that dock fee doesn't affect nothing. Shit for them. It's actually free money. So that dock fee is bullshit. So you don't pay the dock fee. I'd never pay a dock fee. Ever. Fuck that, I'm not paying the dock fee. Okay? And something else I'm not doing, you know what? Sean is much nicer. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If that salesperson or somebody else in there, whatever department it was, across the table looked me in my face and said, well, we got these floor mats for you for $600, I would slap the shit out of you for trying to sell me some $100, $150 floor mats for $650. I'm going to slap the shit out of you. I'm going to reach back for Jesus and slap the taste out of your mouth immediately. That's ridiculous. So, and here's the thing. These dealers do this shit because they feel like they can get away with it, right? And until consumers start busting their fucking balls, they're going to continue to do it. So if you guys don't know about it, this is why I'm doing the video today. Not just also to back up Sean, but also because I hate scumbag dealers. With a passion. I hate scumbag dealers because scumbag dealers make everybody else that sells cars or is a dealer look bad. It's fact. It's just like that one cop who's a scumbag or does bad shit, and then it makes all the cops look bad. It's no different, man. I can't. I hate it. I fucking can't stand it. So then Sean's walking around on the dealership, and he's out there with his phone, and he's showing me prices on RTs, and they had an RT Challenger there for $68,000. I would skull fuck your mom if you tried to sell me a fucking RT Challenger for $60-something thousand. Are you fucking kidding me? Look, I don't know who the GM is or who's running. And here's the thing, though. I know people at corporate from Napleton because they have dealerships in Florida. I've bought cars from them. They've bought cars from me as a wholesaler. So I know the corporation, and I'm wondering if at corporate they don't realize that this store in Chicago is so goddamn Mickey Mouse that they're doing this kind of crazy shit. Because I'm willing to bet if corporate found out that they were floating titles, which, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you, corporate probably don't give a shit about that as long as the bills are paid and there's money coming in. But you know what they don't like? Fines. They don't like the Secretary of State inspecting their business. They don't like that shit. So, you know, I put in a phone call to somebody that I know at Napleton and reached out to somebody higher in corporate. And I'm waiting on a phone call back on this situation because I feel like the minute Sean did a video and then contacted them and then the Secretary of State called them, this is why I feel like the GM at that dealership is a fucking retard. Because I'm going to tell you as a dealer, if I get a phone call from the Secretary of State, I don't give a fuck what I got going on that day. I'm going to move heaven and earth to make sure I get that taken care of so I don't get slapped with a fine or deal with anything. But this is where it's funny. The GM doesn't care because it's not his money. And this is why I reached out to corporate, because I was like, I don't think you guys understand that you probably have somebody up there that's running this dealership that's going to cost you guys a lot of money because they just keep fucking around. Well, guess what? Now it's time for you to find out because this is some bullshit. But yeah, when he was showing me the prices of the cars and he was showing me the fees they were trying to charge on the contract, and you know, the thing that makes me laugh the most is they listed Sean's car for $46,000 as soon as, you know, the Acura, right? Now it's at $40,995. Unfortunately for that dealer, you know, the market's been going down. It went down 5% the month before, 6% this month, 11% in about the last 60 days is where the market has went down. So, dealers are taking baths right now on shit that they bought and they got on their floor plan. Most dealers can hold shit for 90 days and then they got to get it gone. And, like I said, the biggest thing for me is this was kind of like a PSA for you guys to know if you're in the Chicago area, Indiana, Iowa, any of that shit, and you happen to go up there because you really want a Jeep or you really want to get don't fuck with this dealership. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Because you might find yourself in the same situation that Sean is right now. They're driving his car, his Acura. They done transferred the ownership to them, and he's driving a Jeep that's not his with the registration with a ghost tag on it because the tag doesn't come back to anything. You know, the thing that's extremely crazy is, you know, if Sean gets into an accident right now, let's say they total the fucking car. If his insurance company wanted to be a dick, they could literally say, you don't own this car. We're not covering it. That's another reason why there's so many reasons why the dealer needs to have the paper title and transfer that shit when a customer comes in and buys it. But it's just like, then they fucked up his paperwork. Like, I found out so much shit, man. Like, I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm hoping that when the dealership sees this video, because I'm sure somebody will send it to them, that they'll tighten the fuck up. And I'm sure when my friend at corporate at Napleton hits me up and goes, hey, TK, come on, bro, can you please take this video with that? Fuck no, man. Y'all need to tighten up y'all's goddamn dealership in Chicago. The fact that I even have to do a video on this shit is fucking aggravating. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Make sure to go check out Sean's channel. You can check out his videos on the situation. I'm going to tag him in the description at Esau World. And I'm going to enjoy driving the Petty Roosevelt. I got a little bit of a drive ahead of me. And, you know, the car just got here. Major shout out to Full Bolt-On Garage for coordinating everything. I had to have somebody come out and pick the car up and drive it back for me. Drove it way the fuck out here. And now, you know, we got some videos coming for you. I got some videos coming for you guys this week from Tijuana. A couple car auctions and stuff that they had down there. It was very interesting, by the way. There's still some videos and auction stuff coming for you guys from Qatar. So stay tuned for that. And just more stuff coming soon. But anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. It's not a video I like to make, all right? Because I know someone's going to bitch and be like, we don't like these videos, TK. I know, but I have to make these PSA videos because if we don't put these motherfuckers on notice that continue to do this bullshit, they're going to continue to do it. So, if you've had a bad experience at Napleton Chrysler Jeep in the Chicago area, hit me in the comment section down below. I'll reach out. Maybe we'll do a live, and I'll start doing the same shit I did with Carvana. I mean, I tanked their stock in what, 6 months? So, I'm sure the last thing Napleton wants is me to start having all the reporters, all my media friends tapping in and doing videos about this shit. So hopefully they tighten up and get this right. Stupid.